Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas State Bobcats offense comes onto the field first today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Back open in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Jackson will throw. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Caught over the middle. It's Sparks. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas State. A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Fresno State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Jackson gonna throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Lost a fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the catch. It's Freeman. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quick shuffle pass. They'll go with the quick touch pass. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Catch in the middle. It's Sparks. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Using his legs, it's Burrell. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, first down and more. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Bobcats have moved it inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback will keep it. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Rivers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Warner. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
With the catch, it's Burrell. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got an open man. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback and disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee.
On the double.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Warner. It's complete on the right side. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll pull it on the read. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's got
a big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Makes the catch. It's Reddick. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The give to the tailback. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Duke. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll test the right side. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The give. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Freeman. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds us back in the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to ride this running back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some...
Turning it on! Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
To the air, it's Warner. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And some room to work. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the Bobcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Cricket.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Got it.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal.
Clear. Clear.
They'll try to get it in with a run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Texas State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Warner. Grabbed on the outside, it's Freeman. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Fresno State right back to the line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gives it on the bootleg. Using the quick game. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Texas State.
Fresno State lines up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Warner. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Fresno State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Steps away to find some room. Crosses the 30, he's got away. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Fresno State right back to the line. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to pass, it's Warner. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they